Hey there guys, today we're going to be taking a look at the new beasts of the Mesozoic Allosaurus. To start off, we're gonna take a look at the nice artwork on the box. Sadly mine arrived a bit damaged, doesn't bother me though. The names of the people who worked on this figure are listed below the box, which I've always found kinda cool. These are the rest of the wave that came out alongside the Allo. Fun fact, I almost went with the Smilodon instead of the Allo, but I still got my eyes on these two. The raptor was also pretty tempting. Allosaurus is one of my favorite dinosaurs, and once I heard BOTM was making one, I knew I wouldn't skip out on it, making this my first BOTM figure. I really love the small details they put into this Allo, especially on the face and body. Everything really kinda does look lifelike. I remember at first when I first saw the paint scheme on this guy, I wasn't really a big fan of it. Later down the line it started to grow on me more and more, reminds me of an iguana. One thing I noticed when I got him out of the box is a few paint scratches, but they weren't as noticeable. That's until I turned him around and saw this. Not much of a big deal, but do be kinda weary for paint chips if you did order this guy. One thing I always think about every time I see this figure is how it would look like with the Walking with Dinosaurs Allosaurus colors. More specifically the colors of bigger L. I feel like with that color scheme on this figure, it would work wonders. Maybe if someday, if I ever get another Allo, I would repaint him into bigger L. Besides that, I still really enjoy the paint job they did on him. BOTM base their paint schemes from modern day animals, which is such a cool idea, although I don't know what animal they chose for this guy. To me he kinda looks like an iguana. Not sure, but if anyone knows, please let me know. The mouth detail is incredibly impressive. Love the glossy finish on it, and how the teeth are sculpted. I also like how you can see the two holes that led to the nose of the Allosaurus. Small details like that are always neat to see. On top of that, the face is so amazing. I love how these small scales look around the eyes and the blue crest, along with the small strips along the lips. I really dig these strip patterns and the orange reddish color around the eye. That transitions to a brownish wash all the way to the tip of the tail. I like to think that the Allosaurus was the tiger of the Jurassic, especially with all these stripes it has. Moving on to articulation, he has 3 segments on the neck, allowing him to look very far down, but not much up. He's still a bit stiff, but his movement is overall pretty good. There are some limits to his movement, but I'm sure they'll keep on improving. If you know how to pose figures, I'm sure you'll be able to get the poses or movement you want out of him. Movement is as expected for a dinosaur this size. I will say his waist is a bit lacking, but his side-to-side movement makes up for it. The nails on this guy are actually quite sharp. I poked myself while moving his wrists. The last segment of the tail is of a rubber material with a bendy wire inside, giving it endless mobility. These are some instructions on how to make the Allo's mouth open wider. I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory, but still good that they added it in anyway. All you have to do is to make sure that his neck sleeve is moved out the way, and the bottom jaw piece will slide into there. These are all of the accessories the Allosaurus came with. 4 extra feet pieces, a stand and a collector card. The feet are posed in different ways. One is supposed to represent the foot being lifted off the ground, and the other is a walking piece. Some size comparisons. Overall, I really love this figure. Creative Beast Studios really killed it with this Allosaurus. The paint, the movements, all of it feel amazing. Though some small minor gripes I have would probably be the paint chipping and the damaged box. For the price you're paying for these, I feel like the paint chip shouldn't have been an issue. But other than that, this is still a great Allosaurus representation, very accurate to our modern understanding of Allosaurus. And it is a must-have for any dinosaur collector. Fan of Allosaurus, or not still, would make a good piece into your collection. I still have my fingers crossed for a beasts of the Mesozoic Ceratosaurus. I love Ceratosaurus, and it would complement this Allosaurus very well. I'm very stoked to see what the future of Creative Beast Studios has planned for us. Let me know down in the comments. What's a dinosaur you would like to see in the BOTM line? But that about wraps this video up. I'll catch you all in the next one.